Arlo the armadillo. Once upon a time, there was a small armadillo named Arlo who lived with his family on the outskirts of a lush green forest. The forest was always filled with animals hunting for their next meal, but Arlo and his family never had to worry too much about food. Until one day, the mean King Alexander, cruel and tyrannical, ordered his men to ravage the lands of crops and wildlife. Arlo's family was left with nothing to eat. Arlo told his family that he had a superpower of being able to roll into a ball and flatten anything that tried to stop him. His family was skeptical, but they trusted Arlo. Arlo decided that he was going to sneak into the king's castle to steal food for his family. The castle was heavily guarded, but Arlo was determined to save his family from the clutches of hunger. He waited until nightfall and rolled into a ball, quietly slipping past the guards. As Arlo wandered through the castle, he stumbled upon a large banquet hall filled with food. His eyes widened with excitement as he saw platters of delicious fruit, meat, and vegetables. Arlo began to drool, and he knew that he had to fill his family's underground burrow with as much food as he could carry. Suddenly, Arlo heard footsteps approaching. He quickly rolled into a ball and hid behind a large pillar. It was the king's right-hand man, Sir Arthur. Arlo watched as Sir Arthur approached the table and began to load his plate with food. Just as Sir Arthur was about to take a bite, Arlo sprang from behind the pillar and slammed into Sir Arthur, flattening him instantly. Before Sir Arthur even knew what hit him, Arlo had already grabbed a piece of fruit and was running back out of the castle. Arlo was out of breath when he arrived back at his family's burrow. He presented them with the food he had stolen, and they were overjoyed. They gobbled up the food, thanking Arlo for his bravery and cunning. The next morning, however, the family received a message from King Alexander. It read, "I know that someone stole from my castle last night. If the thief does not come forward, I will punish the entire forest." Arlo's family was terrified. They knew the king was a merciless ruler who would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. Arlo felt guilty for putting his family in danger and decided that he was going to give himself up. As he walked to the castle to face the king, Arlo felt the eyes of the forest upon him. All the animals were watching, knowing that he was the one who had stolen from the king. But as he reached the castle gates, he had an idea. He rolled into a ball and began to speed towards the castle walls. The guards scrambled to stop him, but it was too late. He smashed into the gate, flattening it instantly. The king, hearing the commotion, came out to see what was happening. When he saw Arlo, he immediately drew his sword. But before he could take a swing, Arlo rolled into a ball again and flattened the king, just as he had flattened Sir Arthur. From that day forward, the forest was able to live in peace, free from the tyranny of King Alexander. Arlo's family was grateful for everything he had done, and they knew that they would never go hungry again. The animals of the forest told stories of Arlo's bravery and cunning for years to come.